Hello, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and welcome back to the channel. Some of you will remember, I think it was a couple of weeks ago now, I did a review of this little beauty from BelKits. So this is the brand new, as far as I know, as yet unavailable, 1/24 scale Toyota GR Yaris Rally 1. And I did a review of the kit, and when we did the review of the kit we noticed that there were no decals in the box. I've since spoken to BelKits, and apparently yes, it's not a pre-production sample as such, it's not a test shot, but they're not sort of going yet, if you know what I mean. So it was sort of hand-picked from the factory floor or whatever, and they forgot to put the decals in. So I did a review of the kit. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got lots and lots and lots of detail. It doesn't have engine detail. KMP are doing an engine should you want one. But you can see there's the lovely body. And yeah, beautiful it is. Go back and have a look if you haven't seen it. If I think of it, I'll put a link in the description below the video. So basically, if we look in the manual, if we go to the back end, I mean, we can go through the manual. There are decals everywhere, all the way through the build. There's decals here, there's decals everywhere. There's even decals for the windows. And there are actually four decal sheets. So you can see we've got the four options in the kit for the finished model. We've got Elf and Evans there, and then we've got Takamoto Katsuta there, and then we've got Sebastian Ogier, and then finally we have Kelly Revенpera. So you've got them all there. I think Sebastian Ogier would be my choice, even though a lot of British people would say I should be doing Elf and Evans, but Sebastian Ogier is just a hero, isn't he? So basically, let's have a look at these decals. So first of all, we get the sort of standard BelKits thing. This is like a sheet of spare. So we've got the spare black, we've got the spare red, we've got the spare carbon fibre decals there, as you can see. So as you can see, very glossy. They should go down very, very nice and will respond well to your standard micro set and sole. So moving along to dedicated decals for this model. So you can see here we have a sheet of basically interior stuff. So we've got wheels here, so we've got our tyre lettering, our wheel centre caps, and then we've got the little stickers for the wheels there. Okay, then we've got the cockpit. So here we've got our carbon fibre for the seats. We've got some OMP badges there, I believe, for the seats as well. We've got a fire extinguisher decal and the central control panel decal. We've got some stripes here. I'm thinking these are the seats, and then we've got decals there should you not want to use the fabric that is applied in the kit. And then we've got decals here for the actual Squoth seat belts themselves. And then here we've got that sticker there, which is basically for the hybrid system to tell you not to touch the car or whatever, which was a crazy idea in my opinion. You basically had rally cars running through the forest that were lethal weapons if you touched them and the green light wasn't on. So you can imagine you know, a car comes off, heaven forbid, hits a tree stump, drivers are stunned, whatever, you want to go and save them, you touch the car, you die. It's absolutely ridiculous. So there we go, but there we are. So here's the carbon fibre decals for the rear wing. We've got a Panasonic badge there for the rear wing. So this is all just for that massive rear wing. So very nice indeed. And then here we have our chrome decals. Now I've looked at these, they're not stickers, they're actually decals. But I'm not quite sure if they're going to have a carrier film on them or not. But there you go. You can see the reflection of the camera there. And these are going to go on the windows. It says note apply from inside. So very interesting. Right, so now we can move on to the main sheet, and as you can see, lots and lots of red and black bits which you may wish to mask and paint yourself and then cut off the Gazoo Racing emblems or whatever. But you can see we've got here the huge sun strip that goes across the top of the windscreen. There's the front right corner of the roof, and then we've got all the sides and all around the windows and everything here. We've got carbon fibre here for the back end. That looks like that's going underneath the windscreen perhaps. These are the panels that go in around the fans on the back. We've got the actual car numbers here, more car numbers there. I think these are for the roof, these are for the sides. They've captured that sort of magenta colour, lovely, haven't they? And then we've got carbon fibre bits and bits. Looks like we've got alternatives here for different drivers. Where are our drivers' names? There they are. So we've got all our drivers' names down here, sort of upside down and the right way up. So you can see all those down there. Okay. And then here we've got the trims for the headlights, carbon fibre, more numbers, all the decoration around the front of the car. As I say, if you don't want to do this scheme, it's not the prettiest of schemes. There have been some beauties along the way. For example, the one that what's his name drove last year in Greece. Oh, what's his name? Solberg. He led from start to finish in his first time out in a Rally 1 Yaris, and was absolutely amazing. That car is beautiful, that colour scheme. As I say, KMP of Italy are doing all the aftermarket parts. You have all the different wheels, different suspension, I believe, and different decal schemes for all the different schemes. So bear in mind that the car has basically remained pretty much unchanged, other than the first year, which I think was 22. I think this is 23, isn't it? I think this is 2023. 2022, the first year, they had the big scoops on the side, didn't they? And they got rid of them and replaced them with just this sort of vent thing here. If you remember, they used to have a big scoop on the side, which was ugly. So there we go. So yeah, there's our beautiful decal sheet. It's very, very nice indeed. There's obviously all our number plates here, different number plates for the 4 different cars. But yeah, really, really nice. Looking forward to starting this one. I've got to be really, really in the groove, because if I start this, I do want to get stuck in and finish it. So there we are. So that is the decal sheet for this. This is beauty. This is Bell 026, and it's very, very nice indeed. Lovely little kit. You have to follow the instructions quite closely. For example, there's a couple of little foibles, weird things, like I've noticed here. You've got the harness, and they're showing the harness here. Now, this is a harness material, and they've got it wrapped around on the end, whereas in reality that would just be a piece of, well, probably knotted up flat material, and you've got to set the length of it, because you're actually going to fit the seats here, as you can see, and those harness ends are ending in the middle of nowhere. Okay, and it's not until you come along and fit this rear part of the cage that you're actually going to attach them to that. So I guess some dummy building is going to be required, with things held together with pegs and that, and then build your harnesses to get the length set, because you don't want to end up with them too short or too long. They'll look crazy. But a couple of things like that. The other thing I noticed on here, we have the wheel being held down by this strap, but there's no mention whatsoever of that strap. I don't know if it's a plastic part, a PE part. Well, it's certainly not a PE part, because you can see it there. We have the PE buckle. They're showing this here. This is, of course, this is a narrower strap. I do know we have in the bottom of the box, if you go back and see it more detailed from the review. Yes, we do have it. Do we or not? I'm not sure if that's narrower or not, but there is another set of straps in there, I think. So it could be that we use that. But yeah, I don't know how you're going to do that strap. I don't quite know. But these modelers are obviously not for beginners. They're for experienced modelers, and I dare to say experienced car modelers. And I'm certainly not one of those. So there we go. So go and get yourself one on pre-order. Lots and lots of shops have these on pre-order. It's a beautiful, beautiful model, and I can't wait to get stuck in. I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.